Hello and welcome to not the next episode of the Pokemon Wheel of Fortune. This is the third time doing this intro in its entirety. Let me check that all the Pokemon are correct this time, correct Tera types. Yep, they look good. Like the video, that helps a lot. So, when I'm preparing for the Pokemon Wheel of Fortune, I'm testing things out on the ladder and I'm trying to refine the moves, trying to refine the EV spreads. Sometimes I get smacked around a little bit by things that I'd have answers to on a more traditional team, so I need to claw back the rankings. And this is the team I've been using to do it. So I thought we'd have a look at this one today. So I'm not going to go through it too much because I think that just by looking at it, it's fairly straightforward. Yeah, you can kind of see what it does. But we've got a really nice Tailwind mode, Volcarona and Shiftry. Not only that, we've got Setup plus Fake Out in that lead as well. So it's a really versatile lead. And Wind Rider is such an amazing ability because even I forget sometimes that it makes Shiftry immune to Heat Wave, Blizzard, and Hurricane, as well as other things. So when my opponent forgets and I get that boost, it's always a good feeling. Then we've got a really strong Trick Room mode. You'll notice that the Bronzong doesn't have Protect. Instead, it has Hypnosis. I've been going back and forth on both of these moves. Obviously, Protect's amazing. But I like Hypnosis. It forces the opponent to not ignore Bronzong under Trick Room. If you did want to try out a different set, chuck Protect on there. Helping Hand kind of sticks out as well. You're like, well, could swap out Helping Hand for Protect, which you can do, but there is a reason that Helping Hand's there. So if you look at the last two Pokemon, you see we've got two Ghost types. One of them is Choice Scarf, Final Gambit, Annihilate. And this is why we've got Helping Hand on the team. Pretty much just for one single matchup. It's the Mousehold Annihilate matchup. We can lead Bronzong and Annihilate. They're kind of forced to stop our Trick Room by going for the beat up and then the Rage Fist play. But if we go Ghost Tera, and then Bronzong uses those imaginary hands to cheer on, clap at our own Annihilate, that Shadow Claw will KO the opposing Annihilate. And that's pretty much the only answer I have for that lead on this team. So I feel like the Helping Hand is kind of necessary there. But you can go with that, give it a go. Maybe you can find another way to deal with that lead. And then Gholdengo, which doesn't really need much talking about. But Double Ghost is really nice because Dragonite's pretty popular at the moment. So that's the team. Let's see it in action. We have an opponent. It is a Sun team, Sun Trick Room team. So 𝗩cie plus Sun. What an annoying matchup to have to face down. But we do have options against it. So yeah, what do I want to do though? That's the question. So we've got quite a few options here. So obviously Volcarona does fairly well against the Tall Coal Lilligant outside of like the after your eruption. It doesn't really want to be dealing with that, but it should survive. So that's an option there. Can't be put to sleep thanks to the safety goggles. Shiftry helps if it's the Trick Room lead. Ursaluna and Gholdengo help against both of those as well to a degree because they've got nice defensive Teras in the Dragon type. So I'm kind of feeling leading Ursaluna, which is not something I do very often. Yeah, Ursaluna Volcarona. The only thing is I can't free the Earthquake next to Volcarona, of course, but I think that's a good duo to start off with. And then Gholdengo's not the most amazing. Shiftry, there's a lot of fire on this team, right? But we've got the Focus Sash at least, so it might be able to help us out there. Probably Gholdengo, because I'm expecting this to probably go to Trick Room. And so having a Pokemon with Protect is going to be useful. So that counts out Annihilate, and we're not bringing Bronzong. Let's find out. It's such a toss-up with the lead matchup, isn't it, with this team? I'm going to say it's going to be the Sun mode. Nope, it's Lilligant Gallade. So what is that? That's like Sleep Powder and Trick Room mode, I guess. Gallade's a bit of a problem because it's just really, really strong. Gets Wide Guard as well. I think they're going for the Trick Room though. We're just going to protect the Ursaluna. I don't want it taking any damage, and we're going to go for the big Heat Wave as well. No Terastallizing, because I feel like I need to keep the Tera type for Ursaluna. But we'll see. This is such a pain. I hate dealing with these teams. but we'll see if we've called it right. So they go for Sleep Powder. We got Goggles, mate. And we don't miss the Heat Waves. Nice. So Litigant down to Sash. Do we see Trick Room? Nope, Psycho Cut. Actually doubled the Volcarona slot. So they called out Protect, which is fairly obvious on Ursaluna usually, right? Not that I was protecting so we could get the burn. It's more so because of just the sheer threat coming from it. You know, I'm going to swap in Gholdengo. I think that's a fairly safe swap on that side. Volcarona could go down here. It depends on what attacks they've got on the Litigant, right? If they got Triple Axle, in which case I can't really Terrastalize. I think we're fine with Volcarona, honestly. Could see a wide guard as well. So I don't mind going for the Giga Drain into Litigant. They're swapping out the Gallade. What's coming in? It's the Torkoal. They didn't even set Trick Room up. They're just going in. Man, Heat Wave would have been nicer. But I was fearing the White Guard. And the Solar Blade. I assume this is going into what was the Ursaluna? Yeah, nice. Nice, nice, nice. So Litigant's gone. We don't have to worry about any after use stuff now. We get back that one solitary HP. And they're in a little bit of trouble now. Of course, we're about to find out what that last Pokemon is. It's the Ursaluna, so yeah, they're in a bit of trouble. They ain't got the Trick Room up. I don't see any reason not to just go in with a double spread move play. Honestly, Tailwind's not a bad play either, because it boosts Shiftry and ensures our Ursaluna outspeeds everything. Well, I say everything, the Gallade specifically. So maybe we do that. We're gonna do that. It might seem a little bit crazy, but we're thinking ahead. I thought they might go for this play, and that's okay because we'll get a double switch, and we should be fine from that position. That's still a ton of damage though. Not even an eruption, let's go straight for the Weather Ball. Even better. So let's start planning out these 3 Tailwind turns. We've already got the burn. Yeah, we're going to bring in Ursaluna now. We are going to Terrastalize. And we're going to go for the Heat Wave as well. I mean, I could lose if I miss the Heat Wave. That's what I'm thinking about now. Is there a way for me to better sew this game up? There is. And that is to go for the Facade. Plus Giga Drain into the Ursaluna. Yeah, we're going to play it as safe as we can. And this is pretty much the sole reason that we've got the Dragon Tera. It's in case we end up facing down the Torkoal. So we're going to see a opposing Tera type come out from the Ursaluna. Ugh. Nice, nice. That's exactly what I want to be hitting with a Facade. I think we get 2 bites of the cherry, but we might not. Wasn't counting on the Ghost Tera there. Okay, they went after Volcarona, which I'm very happy with. I'm glad they went after that slot. Okay, so we've still got to be mindful of the Trick Room turns, though. Sorry, the Tailwind turns. I mean, we're threatening double KOs here, no problem. Facade should pick off the Torkoal from here. I'm not going to go for the Headlong Rush. I want to keep my my defenses up. And you've got to expect the Protect on the Ursaluna, but there's no way I'm not targeting that slot. Oh, they're going for the swap out. I think this is sewn up because the Gallade's the issue at this point. The Gallade getting up Trick Room's a problem, but we're knocking it out. Boom. Okay, nice. And I believe we've got one more turn of Tailwind. Not that it should matter. We should naturally outspeed these two anyway. I don't imagine they're running speed on their Ursaluna, and certainly not as much as we are. And call me crazy, I'm actually going to go for the Earthquake. We've got the Sash on Shiftry anyway, which it won't take it down to a Sash, of course. It's going to be not very effective. But I don't think my opponent's getting a chance to tie down over these. Earthquake just covered for anything I wasn't counting on, like the knockoff somehow not getting the KO or the Facade not getting the KO. Nice, GG. So that went quite well. We come up against quite a devastating, potentially devastating archetype there, and we managed to navigate it quite nicely. So GG. Let's head on to game number 2. Okay, we have an opponent. We've gone from Sun straight into Rain. It's fairly typical Rain team, I'd say. No big surprises on this one. Now, how do we want to deal with this? That is the question. I mean, generally speaking, I would expect the Pelipper, our Chaludon lead, right? Although occasionally we do see the Basculegion. They go for the flip turn 1. So this is my go-to against Rain, usually. Volcarona and Shiftry. Remember, as I mentioned earlier, Shiftry is immune to Hurricane, which I always forget. So I'm like, oh, I'll bring it against Rain, but we don't want it facing off against the Pelipper. We do actually want it facing off against the Pelipper. So, with those two in the lead, we're also going to go with... got to be careful, because I mean, I can't stop them getting the Rain up. So maybe we go for a Trick Room mode, maybe. But maybe we don't. Maybe we go with Double Ghost. Oh, it's a bit risky. It's a bit risky. But we're going to do that. We can certainly make a case for the Trick Room mode here, right? I don't think they're bringing the Amoonguss. But they might. Not that it would matter anyway, because we can, of course, we can deal with that. But yeah, I don't want to end up in an awkward spot where I need to get Trick Room up in the end game, which I feel like I would need to. Okay, nice. So, easy plays to make here. Quiver Dance. We're going to go straight for the Terastallization. No reason not to. The Electro Shock probably goes into the Volcarona anyway. And we fake out the Pelipper as well, which is the one, of course, that's probably going to protect. Out of the two. Because our Chaludon usually carries the Assault Vest. Yeah, there's a few plays we can make here. This is the one I usually go for, though. We could go for the Tailwind play. Tailwind fake out, get our Shiftry boosted the following turn. We could go for the Tailwind on the next turn after the Quiver Dance boost, but I think we're just going to go in with the double attack because we want to get the Pelipper gone, so I don't want them getting Tailwind up. So no protect. And there's the Electro Shot. I'll be surprised if the Pelipper doesn't have protect, but I'm still going to target it down this following turn. I should check my calcs. I think Giga Drain gets the job done on Pelipper from this range. If not, it's very close. Just to be safe, I am going to double that slot. We might be going straight into a protect. I will have to check the calcs on this so I don't potentially make this mistake in future, because of course I do want to knock off the Ursaluna. Taking their time. So they don't protect. Well, let's find out. Okay, good. So this worked out nicely. That could have gone pretty badly, but not too badly considering what we've got opposite this Ursaluna here. And what I expect the Assault Vest is going away. It's going to get the stamina boost, of course. But the vest is gone. And out comes a Body Press. They bring that. Is that Incineroar? It is. An unexpected addition to the battle here. Wasn't expecting the Incineroar on the back. Right. Now. To what degree do I need Shiftry in the rest of this battle? I don't really want to take an Electro Shot on either of these Pokemon. I think we keep Shiftry and we just go for the Protect. We'll see where the Fake Out goes. No Fake Out! Okay. Go for the Draco. So they're doubling the Volcarona then, right? No, they don't. Oh, they knock off the Shiftry. Oh, good job we didn't switch. And we're going to go for the Heat Wave plus. We kind of have to just go for the knockoff in it. So we double hit. Get the burn, nice. And we'll keep the Ursaluna in. They can have it while it's got the special attack boost. Of course, yeah, it's got the Body Press. That's fine. I've got two Ghosts in the back. So I think we're losing Volcarona here as well. Give the Parting Shot. Okay, so Volcarona's going to stick around. And it's probably going to be a Water type in the back, right? Which I'd be more than happy to see, because you know I'm going for that Giga Drain. But you also know they're probably switching the Incineroar straight back in. Unless, if only I had a Pokemon with the Defiant ability on my side of the field. So it is the 𝗩𝗁cie Legion. However, you know, I don't know what the speed tiers are when it comes to 𝗩𝗁cie Legion's speed in rain. So that's something to consider. Let's have a look. So last turn of rain. Oh, we've got Tailwind up as well, so we should be more than fine here. They haven't terastallized yet. Final... Nah. We're not going to final Gambit. We're just going to Drain Punch. We've got to expect the terastallation to come out now from the 𝗩𝗁cie Legion, though. So yeah, we've given them pause for thought. They're like, oh, I wanted to bring the Incineroar straight back in. Aqua Jet. Oh, we take that all day long. No problem, no problem. So our Chaludon sticks around thanks to those stamina boosts. It gets another one, but I think it's going to go down at the end of the turn. And then the Giga Drain comes out. Oh, it survived. Volcarona always surprises me with how much damage it does, but I'm actually really surprised that the 𝗩𝗁cie Legion just survived that. And that's fine, we'll take that all day long. So rain has stopped. I think this one's all over. Yeah, they don't even get the free switch. I wonder if they tried to pull some in there. No, they just forfeit. GG. Nice. So we've dealt with sun and we've dealt with rain in the first two battles. So let's do one more, see if we can make it 3 for 3. Maybe we'll face sand or snow. Okay, our last battle. Oh, look, they have sand. They have a Tyranitar. So we'll count this. It's very much a sand team, though, isn't it? Let's be real. We've got the Ursaluna on there. Of course, usually you used to consider it a trick from Pokemon, but it's got that sand immunity. We're going to go in with Shiftry. And 𝗩𝗍𝗍𝗆. Let's see if this Taunt pays off. So Taunt's their latest addition to the team. It was Leaf Blade Shiftry. It might look a little bit wonky that we've only got knockoff on it in terms of attacking moves, but I felt like Taunt was necessary against teams like this, basically. So we're going to lead those two, and we're going to go Ursaluna Volcarona. Yeah, I quite like that duo. Could not bring Volcarona to this one, but I want to make sure I outspeed the Gholdengo with enough of my Pokemon. So Tailwind might be necessary. So that's what we're going to do. I reckon we'll probably see like the Porygon in the lead. Porygon Incineroar, but they might be put off by the potential 𝗩𝗍𝗍𝗆. So we might even see the Tyranitar in the lead. Tyranitar looks pretty good on paper when you see the team, especially when you see Volcarona in that first slot. Let's find out. Tyranitar, Porygon. Now, you know the Tyranitar is terastallizing. But into what? Usually flying type, right? Could be Ghost, though. It's almost certainly a defensive Tera that's coming out here. There's options available to us. Could even just final Gambit the Porygon. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go for the Drain Punch. The Fake Out and Drain Punch. I feel like Fake Out plus Drain Punch plus Knockoff plus Drain Punch should get the Porygon, right? Actually, the Knockoff's going to go last, which is the worst thing of all. If you want to get that ego like on. So it is Flying type Tyranitar. Does it have Terra Blast? I'm going to go ahead and say yes, it does. It does. Okay. Annihilape sticks around, but the Sand's going to finish it off. Yeah, the final Gambit into Tyranitar. I was worried about the Ghost Tera though, so I wasn't going to do that. And just like that, this Tyranitar becomes a bit of a problem. Especially with Tera Blast. Volcarona is just not safe, unfortunately, so I need to go with this. We're going to go with the Taunt, and we're going to go for the damage immediately. Where do we want the damage to go, though? A little bit extra into Porygon, maybe. I do want to know my speed tiers as well. If they double the Ursaluna, though, that'd be terrible. Okay, so Shiftry goes down. So we know that the Tyranitar... Oh, they've got Ice Beam. So we know that Tyranitar is faster than Ursaluna, which is not ideal. But it is what it is. The question is, can Facade get this Tyranitar gone or not? We're on a real timer here as well with the Ursaluna. We're going to take another Ice Beam. Is there a way around this? I think they've got us pinned, to be honest. I think we do need to just do this, right? Oh, they're swapping out the Porygon. Okay, so there's one way that we can maybe turn things around. It's like this. I'm not convinced. Yeah, they're bringing in the Incineroar. Yeah, I think they've got us. Should have gone in with the final Gambit turn 1. I think that would have put us in a pretty good spot. Oh, yeah. GG, well, what can you say? We could have done things a little bit different, but we didn't, and we paid the price for it. So we beat Rain, we beat Sun, we didn't beat Sand, unfortunately. Now I'm still going to play this one out, but if it cuts to the end, you'll know I lost. If it doesn't cut to the end, then I've just spoiled. I've just spoiled it for you. So I don't think we're going to pull it back from here somehow. Especially with the defense drops. Yeah, GG. Lessons learned. We need to maybe deal with Tyranitar. Just go in on it in future. So that was that. Some real weather wars in this episode. Here's the team again. There's the rental code. Let me know if you give it a try. Again, please do like the video. Leave comments. It helps so much. And I'll see you in the next video. The next video may be the Wheel of Fortune. It may be another go with this team. Maybe something else. But we'll see. Hopefully I'll catch you then. You take care.